of fudge. But you might be thinking, Allie, what am I going to do with 2 pounds of fudge? They are each individually wrapped, shelf stable for 6 months, but it is the most like decadent, creamy, delicious fudge moment that you have ever experienced. Soft and luscious, that like yummy, yummy bite. This flavor right here, it's a decadent vanilla fudge with salted caramel swirls. But let me show you what you're getting with Big Little Fudge, because the one-time only price is $289.98. That price of one-time only will go up at the end of Gourmet Holiday, which is gonna be about 5 hours at 7 p.m. tonight. So check this out. You can do all 2 pounds of the creamiest, most decadent, satisfying, indulgent chocolate, or you could do all 2 pounds of then your salted blonde, which is that like vanilla and sea salt caramel fudge. This one was one of my kids' favorites. They loved the salted caramel in this. Or you could do half-C's. So you get a pound of the chocolate, a pound then of the salted blonde. You will get about 20. You will get 20 individually wrapped pieces of fudge, hunks of fudge, chunks of fudge. Jennifer Kovich, come on in with a one-time only that is a delight to any sweet tooth who loves fudge.
I mean, right?
Because there's nothing quite like Big Little Fudge. Tell us a little bit about this brand, because they perfected a recipe, what, like 20 some years in the making?
Yes, absolutely. Right in the heart of Texas. And what we love is this is their signature, is that they give you individually wrapped fudge that is creamy, velvety, smooth, delicious. The packaging, I mean, Allie, could you imagine opening this and then this is what is inside?
You know, whether
Brilliant.
it's just to grab something, maybe you want the chocolate to satisfy.
Yes.
Or the salted vanilla, which is like a salted blonde. How do you describe the chocolate?
Oh, chocolate, exactly. Well, first and foremost,
look how smooth that was.
What I love is, of course, you were asking about our company, and the difference really is in what you see. Real, fresh, locally sourced ingredients, all from Texas. What we're known for is, you know, Texas is known for big, right? So we're giving you that incredible big fudge. It is creamy, velvety, if you will, by design. So when you get these at home, don't be surprised that when you touch the packaging or that when you touch the fudge, you're like, ooh, it's super, super soft. That's how we make it.
Yeah.
Because of the fresh cream, because of that farm fresh butter, the vanilla, the sugar. We're not using a cocoa powder. We're using 100% unsweetened chocolate that's already made, that we import in, and then we create this incredibly decadent fudge.
You know,
delicious.
God bless him. My dad used to love to make fudge. It didn't always turn out, Jennifer. Yeah. Sometimes it was a little grainy. You know, it is truly an art to perfect the fudge. So here's the deal. If you love chocolate, come on into the most decadent. You get 20 pieces individually wrapped, $28.98. We're ready to ship out these to you. So the fact that you can get fudge this time of year on QVC is a moment to say yes, right? So you've got the 20 or 20 of this, we call it the salty blonde. It's this vanilla with salted caramel. It is delicious. Okay, now here's a great way to go. The combo has been the most popular because you're gonna get 10 of each. 10 of the chocolate fudge, 10 of that salty blonde. Look at the caramel in that. Like you can see the thickness of the drizzles in every single bite. This also ships to you for free. 3 easy payments too, so it's $9.66. I do love chocolate, but sometimes in the summer, it's nice to have a lighter treat that still feels decadent. Tell us about the salty blonde.
I couldn't agree more. So I love the salty blonde because it really does give you that classic vanilla fudge right there. And then, so think of that. We're using real butter, farm fresh butter, locally sourced every single day, brought to our facility. Cream, very much the same. And then you see the surprise ingredient here is brown sugar in each one of these. The reason that we've done that is to give an added little depth to the flavor, but it also adds a little richness to that classic vanilla.
Do you see that?
The salted caramel, we make our own caramel in kettles every single day. And in fact, we have to make it 24 hours in advance before we make our vanilla fudge.
Look at this fudge.
It's so good. It's creamy.
So this one's called the Salty Blonde. I don't mean to offend any blondes because it feels like I'm saying the blonde is salty. But it's like a salted caramel with that vanilla fudge. You know, if you love fudge, you can't get fudge typically this time of year at QVC, but Big Little Fudge is gonna ship it to you. I got a package arriving it arrived at my doorstep yesterday. My husband had actually called because he ordered a record and he didn't want it out in the sun. And he's like, hey, could you bring that in so it doesn't get warped in the sunshine? I had this box sitting out in the sun, opened it up to the most perfect fudge.
Yes.
We're ready to ship this to you. Now, it's a one-time only price. So at the end of Gourmet Holiday today, the price goes back up to that $35. Slice the pieces. If you're getting the combo where you get 10 and 10, they're very rich. I mean, I indulged in one piece. It was lovely. But you could also split it up. My kids like to split it so they could try both of the flavors. That's what we do too. Yeah, that's what we do too. Now, this is a 1.6 ounce size. Every single one is individually wrapped. So think about that. You're getting like a 1.5 inch cube of fudge. Now, as you've said before, Allie, a lot of times fudge comes in those really big blocks, right? And then they get bad quickly because they get hard. Yeah. So that's all of the excess sugar. That's all of those probably not so great and high quality ingredients like we get here. And furthermore, to prove the point, we individually wrap them because we want you to have a 6-month shelf life. So how often can you say that with any other fudge? With like a cooling agent, right? To keep them nice and cold so they don't melt.
You're gonna have them gel packed, yes.
But where do I store them? Do I need to keep them in the fridge or can they sit on the counter?
Sit on the counter. That's what I like. So when you open this box, which I just have to step away for a second, and we're actually showing it there, put it in a nice bowl. So rather than having that candy dish with candy or nuts in it,
this can stay out.
This can stay out. Put this out. Everyone can just take one as they want it. And then you know what I love is you've already said, slice it up. Several people can enjoy this because it is so rich. But yet creamy, satisfying.
Gosh,
this is something that you will have as an alternative to a traditional dessert at the end of the day.
You see those caramel swirls?
Swirls.
I mean, holy
caramel that we make in-house, fresh, every single day. This is what we are known for, Ellie. We deliver a superior experience. Yeah. This is unlike any other fudge. And in fact, Allie, a lot of times when we travel as a family, one of the things that we tend to collect, dare I say, is fudge. We go to small towns, we try to find little candy kitchens, and we'll go and get fudge because we just absolutely love fudge.
Look at that.
Out of all the fudge that I have found all across the world, this is hands down the most surprising, delicious, creamy and velvety fudge that I've ever put in my mouth.
It melts in your mouth no matter what flavor. You know, if you love chocolate and maybe it's a cup of coffee and a little espresso and you want to get the all chocolate, you could pick the 20 count. Remember, it's 2 pounds of fudge, but each individually wrapped and shelf stable for 6 months.
6 months.
So slowly work your way through it. You'll probably do it before the 6 months. Now, Salty Blonde. We only have 400 to go around. If you want it's a vanilla-based fudge with that salted caramel topping. Now, combo has been the most popular choice. And I love this one because we've got like chocoholics in our house and then my kids that love salted caramel too. So it's kind of nice to have that assortment. Plus, you could cut them in half and sandwich them together, and that's a whole nother flavor experience. But this one-time only price, especially if you're grabbing the combo, that does go away at the end of Gourmet Holiday. Monife and I, we're your appetizer today, but we've got limited quantities on Big Little Fudge. M136453. And if you love fudge and you weren't able to make it to that small town, to the candy kitchen, to the shore this summer, 600 have already been spoken for. Or maybe you have family that loves going to the shore and stopping getting at the little fudge shop, send them this. You could send it directly to them and it's all gonna ship to you for free, but it's about that decadent flavor. You know, we have a lot of things in our show today. If you're looking to maybe like add more protein to your diet, you wanna make a better choice for dinner, perfect. When you wanna make a better choice for a sweet treat, individually wrapped is a great way to go.
It's great.
It's already portion controlled.
Exactly.
And then you don't feel like you're depriving yourself of something that you love. I love desserts. I also love to run marathons. Those don't always go together. But it's about just picking the right portion, the right time, and that's why I love how these are individually wrapped.
And the right ingredients. Because here's what I like is you know, it's
how
not
creamy.
it's something that you can have. Sure, you can have any candy, you can have sweets, you can have cookies, you can have all these things, but getting the right ingredients too. This is real ingredients, locally sourced from Texas, made in Texas, made the right way. We make it fresh every single day. Within 2 days of being made, we then package them and ship them directly to the customer.
Oh, wow.
You can't say that for a lot of other fudgeries, if you will.
Yeah.
But what I love is this Candy Kitchen.
Look at all that caramel.
We may have grown in size, and our clientele may be larger than ever. But you know what? We have not changed our recipe. We have not changed our methods. Hand swirling that caramel that we make in-house. Are you making your own fudge?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. With the candy
You are
thermometer
totally making
and the
your
mess.
own.
Okay, that's what I would do.
Look at you.
I give my husband the other half.
I love it.
We're not going to be wasteful here.
You just made your own fudge sandwich.
Yes.
Individually packaged, so this is great on the go. Even if you're thinking
Oh my
ahead,
gosh.
right? So good.
Pass it along to Big Little Fudge. You might be onto something. It's so good. And it balances the chocolate with that vanilla and the caramel. I mean, it's summertime as a kid.
Yes.
You know, for us, it was like we had to go to the local apple orchard to get homemade fudge. This is homemade fudge shipped to your door. The most amazing recipe, smooth and creamy.
Yes.
And each individually packaged. So if one, because I'll be honest, they're called Big Little for a reason. They're a nice, like, hearty piece. You don't have to share it, but you might want to. You and your partner could easily split it in half, or maybe just midday. You have half with your cup of coffee in the afternoon or after breakfast, because why not? Save the other half for later. Just let it sit on the kitchen counter. You don't have to store it in the refrigerator, but you do need to make your order in Gourmet Holiday. So when the show's over, so is the one-time only price as well. So you've got chocolat. You get 20 of those. This one's been very popular. If you love chocolate, stay here. Now, vanilla, last call in what we call the salty blonde. No offense to any blondes, but it's
salty.
like your brownie, you know? It's the vanilla fudge with that caramel. It's absolutely delicious. I would do the combo, because then you could do the sandwich. Did you see that?
Have you tried this yet, Monica?
I'm getting into it right now.
I
It's
can't
good.
wait for you.
This is the chocolate one?
Tell me what you think of the
Okay.
texture.
Creamy right off the bat.
Right.
It
The
does melt.
fudge? Oh, that literally melts in your
Melts
mouth.
in your mouth. Yes.
That is divine.
It's very good. And
Now-
there's not many brands we can ship fudge this time of year.
Oh, right.
But with Big Little Fudge, we can.
Listen, I would totally, okay.
See,
this
she's
is
going
me.
in.
This is me in my mind. I would kind of melt it down a little bit and put it on my ice cream.
Oh.
I know, I'm bad. I'm bad. Listen, you tell me how to think of something
that's
bad.
bad,
with
I'd like to be
fudge.
bad
Ooh,
every day.
But it's so bad,
That
but it's
sounds
so
good.
good. Oh, that was good. Okay, I gotta go. That was
Yeah,
so
right?
good.
Well,
Thank
it's
you.
rich and dense, and it leaves you feeling so satisfied,
Yes.
too, in that big little bite. Sometimes a little bite size, I'm like, come on.
Right?
You know, I'm like, I want a dessert. I want
Yes.
something that feels satisfying. These are perfectly portioned. You get your choice of the all chocolat. It is the like real cocoa powder, not the flavor of.
That's
like
right.
it's chocolate. And then we also have the salty blonde. You'll get 20 pieces. I love that combo because you get 10 of the salty blonde, 10 of the combo. So you could make the Big Little Fudge Allie Salty Blonde Chocolat Sandwich. That's a mouthful. We have to think of a better name.
Yeah. But I like that. Well, let's come up with something.
We'll let that marinate.
Yeah.
Jennifer Kovich always brings us gourmet food. She's going to be throughout the show, so stay close. It's M136453. Thanks,
Thank you,
Jen. Good to
Allie.
see you.
Good to
Hey,
see
if
you.
you're also thinking of shopping great fashion